All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into this awesome set of study notes on Philippine literature, and we're not just going to read through them. Oh no, we're going to break them down and turn them into your secret weapon for learning or even for teaching. I'll show you not just what's in here, but how to make it work for you. You know that feeling, right? You're staring at pages and pages of notes, and it's just a lot. You don't even know where to start. But what if I told you that these notes, right here, are actually a roadmap, a clear path designed to take you from totally confused to completely confident? Seriously, this notebook is set up to be your guide. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll get the lay of the land, a quick guide to the notes. Then we'll tackle the big question: what even is literature? From there, we'll jump back in time to pre-colonial stories. The best part? We'll connect the notes directly to test questions. And finally, I'll give you a super simple action plan to take with you. Let's do this. All right, first things first, we're going to tackle the biggest, most fundamental question in the entire notebook. And what these notes show us is that the answer, well, it's not what you'd expect. This part right here is the foundation for absolutely everything that comes after. So where does the word literature even come from? The notes take us right back to the beginning. It's from the Latin word litera, which just means letter. Kind of simple, right? It's a pretty humble origin for such a huge, complex idea, but it's the perfect place to start.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. The notes draw this super important line in the sand between how we talk every day and literary language. See, literature isn't just about the message, it's about the medium. It's about how you say something. The fancy term here is foregrounding. It's like shining a spotlight on the words themselves, making you notice their sound, their rhythm, their beauty.
So you'd think literature is a solid, unchanging thing, right? Wrong. These notes show us that the definition has been a total moving target. Like before 1800, pretty much any writing counted. History, philosophy, you name it. Then, in the 19th century, it got a job, promoting morality and national pride. And then the Romantics came along and were like, nope, it's all about imagination and beauty. It just goes to show you, literature is a living, breathing concept that keeps evolving. Okay, so we've got the theory down. Now let's see how it actually works in the real world. We're jumping into a specific historical period. And not just any period, but the longest one in Philippine literary history. This is where all those big ideas get put to the test.
Okay, just take a look at this number. 47,000 years. Let that sink in for a second. That's the estimated length of the pre-colonial period. The notes drop this number on us to really hammer home the scale of what we're talking about. These aren't just old traditions. Their roots go incredibly, unbelievably deep.
So, what did this literature actually look like? Well, forget the idea of a lone genius author scribbling away in an attic. The notes make it clear this stuff was a team sport. The biggest takeaway here is communal authorship. It was created by the community for the community. It was about village life. It was sung, it was chanted, it literally belonged to everyone. A totally different way of thinking about stories. And this is a perfect example of why this notebook is so great for studying. It just lays it all out for you. This table breaks down the different oral forms perfectly. You've got the bugtong, riddles that were like little brain gems, then the salawicain, which are these little nuggets of wisdom, and of course the epic poems, the ipiko, telling these huge stories of heroes. It's all right there, super organized. Get this is a quote the notes pull out, and it's a real mind-blower. A Jesuit priest, way back in 1604, said that pretty much everyone in Manila could read and write. Not just the elite, everyone. Using their own script, Baybayin. This one little quote just completely shatters the myth that writing arrived with the colonizers. Okay, now for the part you've been waiting for. This is where we turn this notebook from just a bunch of information into a powerful tool. Let's look at exactly how it's designed to help you ace your tests or plan your lessons. It's all about connecting the notes to the questions. So the notebook is packed with these practice questions. It's basically a built-in study guide. Let's try one out. Simple identification. What's the Latin root for literature, the one that means letter? And bam! Right there, in the very first section of our notes. The answer is spelled out for us, litera. See how that works? The notebook isn't just giving you facts, it's set up to give you the answers. You just follow the breadcrumbs. Let's do another one. This one is from that pre-colonial section we just went through. What do you call that collective type of authorship? This is a big one. And boom, there it is again. The notes have our back. Communal authorship is right at the top of the list of features.
It's not a coincidence. This notebook is deliberately structured to highlight the key terms you absolutely need to know.
Okay, last one for practice. This is about a super important role in the culture. Who were the spiritual leaders, the ones who were in charge of preserving all these oral traditions?
You got it. The Babylon. It's right there in the notes. But look closer. The notes give us more than just a definition. They call them spiritual leaders and mediums. Think about that. They weren't just priests. They were the living, breathing libraries of their people. They were the keepers of the entire culture.
Okay, so we've seen the content, we've seen the method. You see how the notes and questions link up? Now, let's wrap this all up into a super clear, easy-to-follow action plan, your strategy for success. Here it is, your 3-step plan. It is so simple. Step 1, go over the core concepts, the big what is literature ideas. Step 2, dive into the historical examples, like the pre-colonial era, to see those ideas in action. And step 3, hit those practice questions. Quiz yourself. It's a rinse and repeat cycle, and it's built right into the structure of these notes. You literally can't go wrong.
So why does any of this matter? Because what these notes really teach us is that literature isn't just some boring subject with fixed rules. It's something we build as a society. It shapes how we think, who we are, what we believe in. So this notebook, it's not just about passing an exam. It's a toolkit for becoming a smarter, more critical reader of the world around you.
When you understand how stories are built, how they're defined, how they're passed on, you're not just learning about the past. You're getting a brand new lens to see the present. You start to see the stories that are all around us every single day. So the real question is, with this new way of seeing, what story are you going to discover next?